Let's bring in House Minority Whip Steve Scalise joins us now from the state of Louisiana. Congressman, appreciate your time here. What are your thoughts so far as you listen to the case that each of these impeachment managers are making one by one?
Well, Sandra and John, good to be with you. And if you go back to yesterday as well as today, it started with this Hollywood production that was very spliced and very selective in showing different things. At the end of the day, the question is, as people came into the Capitol on January 6th, which we all decried, who's held accountable? And what I would suggest is it's those people who actually violated the law, broke into the Capitol, beat police up, murdered a police officer. Over 120 of them have been arrested and should be. But the question is, what is the standard? How many times have we seen Democrat officials saying things that incited things? Not one of them is being impeached for things that they said, and many of them were inciting actual violence against other people that was carried out. The question, again, goes back to this, that is Donald Trump's gone from office. They're impeaching and removing him from what? He's already gone. This is clearly something to just continue the impeachment drumbeat that happened before Donald Trump took the oath of office. Remember, in his first weeks after walking into the Oval Office in 2017, they already had articles of impeachment filed. Then they had the Russia hoax, which it turned out all of the things that they suggested didn't even happen, and they impeached him for that anyway. Now that he's gone for office, they still are infatuated with impeachment. Why isn't the Senate right now spending their time trying to help businesses get back on their feet, trying to help schools safely reopen when all the science says that not only you can open schools, but it's ruining these kids' futures not to have them back in the classroom? Those are the things. I was in South Louisiana the last few days meeting with some of the workers whose jobs and careers are being decimated by the Biden administration policies on energy. They're not watching this trial. They're trying to fight for their future and wondering they don't have a solar job to go to. Their career that in many cases is third generation is being eviscerated by Biden policies, and they want to distract you with yet another impeachment.
Yeah, there's no question that there are a lot of people who are hurting, particularly in the pipeline industry. Let me ask you this question. The president no longer is president. He's no longer in office, Congressman, but he does still hold a lot of sway on the Republican Party. He still remains a very popular figure. Senators on the Republican side who will not vote to convict, who will vote nay on the motion when it comes to the floor, are they doing that, do you believe, because it's the right thing to do, or they fear the political repercussions of voting to convict?
No, look, I mean, again, the evidence has not been laid out that this is President Trump who should be the one held accountable for breaking into the Capitol, the people who actually have been arrested. And by the way, go through the summer where they were literally burning down cities, murdering police officers in droves, murdering innocent civilians in droves. You had Democrat officials, elected officials, offering to bail them out of jail, encouraging them to keep doing
Congressman,
it.
we've got to get back into the trial. Just real quickly, though. I know your love of the Capitol Police. I know that you just tweeted out about that. You have all along supported them in this. And those impeachment managers have made the case that Donald Trump that day could have done more to stop those people from invading the Capitol. Do you believe he could have said something, quickly, because we're going to get back here, done something to have limited what we saw that day?
Well, all of us said back on January 6th, when all this was going on, we wish more was done to stop it across the board. But again, we decry the loss. Officer Sicknick, I went to his service. I've spoken to his family. Where were all these Democrat officials who are yelling and screaming today? Where were we there during the summer? Where were they when cops were being murdered in cities all across America where they were encouraging that to continue? So let's call it out everywhere it happens. There's no place for political violence, whether it comes from the left or the right.
I'm told they're now talking about the incitement of violence against the former Vice President Mike Pence as well. Now we're going to